You gotta have a good submachine gun build in order to do that one.
I've been looking at it up a bit of submachine guns, but
Where?
to be honest, I prefer the assault rifles.
Allie looks sleeping underneath there.
I said broadcast has stopped.
Do what?
I clicked the invitation and it said broadcast has stopped.
Oh, give it a second. It'll come back. Is Chronic on now?
No, that was probably from earlier.
Oh.
Mandatory. Please remove all metallic.
Did it let you join it?
No, it just keeps saying broadcast has stopped.
Okay, hold on. Let me go to mine. There, I sent you a link.
Yeah, I see it.
You have nothing but striker gear on?
Yeah, I have nothing but striker gear on.
What's that green set about? Because I've literally got a full set of one of them.
It's the best gear in the game except for exotics. Okay.
Alright.
Do you see on my screen it says the fitness groups A and B?
Aye.
Okay. This is a PvP build.
Yeah, I'm running a couple of bits of that.
Okay, but you see how high everything is over here on the right side?
Aye.
7.3%,
Yeah,
10%, 9%,
10.8,
11.9%. Okay,
yeah, that's fucking high.
this is what you need. You have to find a build that's like this. It needs to start off with good gears, good sets, good attributes. If it doesn't start out with attributes, good attributes, it's gonna look like this. You see how shit that is compared to the other one?
No, 1 second, it's not moved for me yet.
Oh yeah, it hasn't moved yet for you. I forgot.
Ah, there we go. Aye, aye.
Okay. You see how it has 9% handling, 4% chance, and 3% chance?
Yeah.
See, that's not good. I
Let's have a look.
I used to have that set, but I don't no more. Uh,
Alright.
if you hit R1 all the way over to your stats, it's gonna tell you how good your setup is. I only have a 20% chance, a crit hit chance, and I have 50% crit hit damage, that's no good for that piece.
Easy.
But
Oh, for it, is it?
yeah,
So how do you look over into actual, like, everything combined? How do you know how to do it?
do what?
Like, oh, what is it? There you
The attributes and all that, how to look at it and all that.
go.
Okay. Uh, whenever you get a, let me start you from the beginning. Whenever you run out, don't go to the dark zone yet. You're not. I guarantee you're not ready.
Maybe.
Right, I've got my
There,
stats set.
yeah, a lot of people are not ready. They don't know what they're doing. It goes down to your guns. It comes down to your skill abilities. It comes down to your attributes. Everything has to come together. You have to make sure all your talents are good. All your talents work. Uh,
Right,
as
so what
you
sort of percentage should your critical hit be and headshot damage and stuff like that be?
do what?
Like, see when you look at your weapon stats, is that what you're talking about?
Yes, everything has to be together. I don't run the grudge. I only run the grudge whenever I'm helping like chick out. Whenever I'm on her server helping her out, I drop down to that. But this is my normal one that I use. It has 15% additional assault rifle damage, health damage. Uh, the talents is always working. I get 100% stability, but I lose the range. Like I can't go that far.
Right.
So it 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 works out for a reason. And then you have your mods. Your mods
Yeah,
play
I
a
don't have
very
any
good.
mods equipped.
Okay, so my my scope adds 5% weapon handling, or I
Oh,
can
you
make it
mean
to
mod
where,
that? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, it adds stuff to it. You got stability. You have your crit hit
Your weapon
damage.
attachments actually
Yes,
matter. Yeah, I
yes,
understand
they
that.
they actually matter. It's you need them. Uh, Depending on what you're using it for, that's what you need it for. Like this one right here, I add 10 rounds to it. Instead of making
Yeah,
it
there's that.
30, it gets 40. Or I could bring it over here to crit hit damage, and I can raise the crit hit damage up to 10%, which will give me an additional amount on it. Uh, as far as your grips go, you got crit hit chance or damage,
I
stability,
use the laser
or
pointer for crit hit.
yeah, you can use it for a crit hit chance, and that helps it. And then as well as I go for accuracy because I like to go long range. Uh, but you see over here under weapon handling, it actually literally it messes with it. The damage drop off rate is how far you go out. At 100 meters, I got 0. So right now, mine is set for only like 35 to 50 meters, 0 to 50 meters. Within the 10 meter range, I have 100%, and then it drops off. You see how it moves? 10% optimal range. I have a longer dropout rate. So, uh, this is my second gun that I use, and it every headshot grants 20% skill damage. So every time I get a headshot, my skills get a 20% boost. My skills are these right here. Oh, I need to fix this anyway, real quick.
I say it's no fault for me yet.
You'll see it, as I'm explaining to it. It takes a couple of seconds for it to catch up. Damn, I'm almost maxed on everything.
I don't even know any that you just went on. What the fuck is that?
This is the new stuff that you don't have yet.
Oh, right.
Okay, so my weapons, they're set for the crit hit chance, crit hit damage. You have my LMG, which is I normally run, and you can see the drop off rate for it. It's has distance for it.
Yeah. Right, so what sort of damage are you sort of wanting for a good, would you call it a good gun? Like,
Well, it depends on your build.
your gear as well?
Yeah, it depends on your.
It
Okay,
all
so
comes into
look,
play.
so striker. I'm running a striker build right now. 2 piece gives you 15%. 3 pieces of it give you 15% rate of fire. And then a 4 piece is a gamble. This is good for like LMGs and SMGs. Technically, it's more for LMGs because you get 50 stacks, which increases your damage by 0.5% for every stack up to 50. So, say I'm running. Let me see your phone.
You mean to pay this? The 35.18 for the gas volume?
Yeah, just pay it.
Well, we have until the 24th.
Just pay it. Let me find her calculator so I can actually calculate how much it did. Okay. So my gun right now,
I have your card in
The DPS is 108.5 thousand. 108.
It's 108,000.
Yes, 108%. And then you want to add 0.5% times 50. I'm running 100 at 50 stacks. I'm running 135,000 more than what I'm running. So it brings it up to 200 something thousand.
Fuck's sake.
It's
It's
all
confusing.
it's all about your build. So here's another build that I'm gonna show you that is a good build for you that you can try. Your skill builds.
Skill boost, right?
Yeah, you got a skill build. Let me just do this one for instance. Everything is skill wide. If you
Wait.
look at what?
Nothing. Continue, I'm sorry.
If you look to the right, look at your brand set. 15% explosion, 10% haste, 10% status effect. Core attribute is 1. 10.5% skill repair skills. Repair skills is if you're running a health class that help your teammates, you get a 10.5% boost on repairing things, so it goes faster. 3.2% skill damage, which whatever your skills are set at, it adds 3.2%. So if you
Right.
go here to your skills, and we're running a skill tier build. Skill tier build. Let me slow down here. Every tier you get adds
Yeah.
10% damage and plus 1 cluster mine, because I'm running cluster mines right now. If you was to get a skill tier of 6, you're running 60% more damage than what you have, plus 6 seeker mines.
Right.
Oh! I got it!
There you go.
How? Advancing to World Tier 4. Wait, no.
They fixed it, yes.
Are you sure? Ah!
Yes, you're going to 4 now. They fixed the glitch.
Oh my god. That's fucking awesome.
Oh,
Oh,
glitch
they
is
must
that.
have did that last night.
No. Wait, you were on there last night playing?
No, I didn't play at all yesterday.
You played with Pollock and Leroy. Whatever mission that we did fixed your mission.
It was it was the night before.
So there you go. Now you're on
Discovered
4.
unknown mission. Ah!
So you need to go
There
do
it is
that
right
mission.
there. Gateway facility house or gateway.
Okay. Now what was I saying?
Sorry.
I completely
Society
forgot.
earned a
Okay.
weekly test shit.
Skill tiers.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, hold on. Let me. That's what I need. I need a hardwire. I need to get my hardwire back out.
But yeah, dude,
1, 2,
baby, have
3.
you seen my remote?
What the fuck is PvP weapon damage?
Oh.
Pete, that's how much damage your PvP build does in Dark Zone.
Right.
Which is, it's always going to be lower.
It was that last mission that y'all did without me, because remember I got on.
Yeah.
They had to have been, unless they fixed the glitch. Yay, now I'm not fucking stuck anymore.
Now I don't have to hear your mouth.
But you're still gonna hear that.
I'm missing a lot of.
Fuck yeah, y'all better get on right now and help me with that tunnel basin.
Do I got 4 piece? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I got a 4 piece now. So if you look at this, this is your gear sets is what you need to go for. You want to get nothing but gear sets.
Agent requesting backup.
When you build your set, say you see how on this one right here, it's my core attribute and my attributes are yellow, right?
Yeah.
depending on what you wanted at, say you want a 100% pure skill build, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna come over here, and I lost a lot of stuff. Fuck. Oh well.
Why?
I don't know. I got rid of it on accident, I guess. So we're gonna go over there. We're gonna do skill tier 6, which is what we need, and everything is yellow. You want skill damage. You want skill haste. You want duration. This is very confusing, but I mean, you build it the way you play. Like for me, right now, I'm playing with Striker. So I got this Striker build on. And my setup, I'm running 108,000 in regular, the PvE mode. Then I'm running 59,000 in PvP. A good PvP build will have 80 to 100,000 PvP damage.
Oh fuck's sake.
Yes.
Right.
And that's just the way it is. That's because you need crit hit chance, you need crit hit damage. This one doesn't need crit hit chance and crit hit damage because of the fact that every bullet hits adds a stack of 0.5%.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So.
Sure. He said he's at work.
So
So I get what you mean.
it's
I mean, my crit hit damage doesn't seem too bad, but I mean, it's at 54%.
yeah. It's different than what it was last season. Ooh, I got the Carnage. What is the Carnage? Only does 7. That's not. Okay, there it is. Deal 20. Okay. So on this one right here, this Carnage LMG that I got, it is good for people who are bleeding. You get a 20% damage increase on top of the 10% damage, LMG damage. So it's technically you're getting 35. You're getting a 35% increase whenever they're bleeding. Now, after you get 3 kills, it's going to apply bleed to the next enemy. So if you could continually killing people, it's going to continuously make them bleed. The 4th kill will bleed. Then you're going to have to go back to creating more people to bleed. Have fun on that mission.
Is it hard?
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
Oh, God. I'm gonna need y'all for television. Well, I ain't gonna do this. I'm really excited.
It's hard, but I'll show you the difference. So right now I have my Striker build on, right?
Yeah.
I have a 5-piece on. I have 13, 12.3, 12.1, 9.3, and a 3.7. That chest piece is shit. You'll know why?
Why? Go for it.
Because it only has a 3.7% damage. What I'm looking for is 13s, 12s. I'm looking for 11 to 15% weapon damage. That's where I need to be for my build to be good, perfect. So
Right, okay.
we're
I
gonna
mean,
go
my
out
stuff's
here.
sitting at fucking 6 or 7%.
Yeah. So I'm gonna change my world to challenging, which makes it so much harder. So now I'm changing my world to challenging, and as you know, story, normal, hard, challenging, heroic, legendary, you know the difference between all those, right?
Aye.
Okay. Alright, let me go out here and I'm going to show you the difference and everything. Damn, he's level on 134. Holy shit. Alright, remember, this is my striker set, so I'm gonna do really good when it comes to weapon damage and stuff like that. Then I'm gonna switch over to my skill tier build. I need to go the other way. My skill tier build, I don't have to shoot at all. Not one bit. I don't have to shoot. I let my skills take all the damage, do everything. I can literally just sit back, throw out my turret, throw out my drone, and it'll kill everything. Let's find an enemy. Hopefully I find a heavy gunner. How hard is it for you to kill a heavy gunner?
It's pretty easy.
Pretty easy? Have you tried it on challenging or hard?
Nah.
Okay, it's pretty tough.
You mean they're like the fucking ones with the big minigun?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They're a little bit quite hard actually. Yeah.
Okay.
I get that.
If I can
thought you
find
meant
one,
the deletes.
if I find one, I'll show you. See how fast he's going down? That's because of my weapon damage.
I want to actually load up, sorry.
Wait, is that mission?
That's all you needed to do.
0.
It was hard.
I mean, but you seen how kind of hard that was, right?
Yeah.
For us and the Shade Tech 40, or Shade Tech level 40, everything's hard. Our builds are shit. Like, we have to completely redo everything. They made everybody a lot harder. They increased the damage of everything. They lowered they kept us where we was, but they increased the enemy damage. They increased everything else.
Oh, right, I get you.
So I'm gonna put on the skill tier now, on my skill build.
That's
Still mad that it's fucking missing.
I'm mad that's all I had to do for that mission.
Yeah, that's it. Now I had to go do Tidal Basin.
I don't want to do that.
So I don't have a skill tier 6
You need to help me with time basin?
on this one, which it sucks because I got rid of my build. So I'm gonna run Seeker Mines. My Seeker Mines, they do 1.6 million damage.
Okay. Damn.
Let's exit here. Now watch, I don't have to do nothing. I'll just let mine. I just tell my turret, hey, attack that one. Hey, attack that one. I literally can just sit here and not do anything.
So your gear set as well boosts your like equipment.
Yeah, skills.
Yeah, so
your
I didn't
skills,
notice like your turret.
Yeah, your skills are these two right here. These are your skills, and you have to basically build them. So I'm gonna throw my seekers again. Remember, there was 4 enemies. He's running hard. I don't have skill tier 6, so I'm gonna shoot, but it's the fact that, you know, normally you don't have to shoot at all.
Is the hard wild gear set any good?
Yes, it's made for skills. So we're gonna look at this. We're gonna look at this. I got 4 out of 6. Technically, you need a 4-piece, but a lot of people put the entire 6-piece on it. Whenever you use or cancel a skill, your other skill automatically refreshes, increases the damage by 10%. Instead of, like, say, I'm gonna call back my turret. I got 14 seconds left. See how it went from 14 seconds on my clusters, and then it went down to 0.
What's it? It doesn't show me it.
And then I'm gonna do that 9 seconds, and then it jumps over. Well, it didn't jump over because I didn't get any damage with it.
I can't believe it. That's something awesome.
Well, this hard wild set, I've got 4 out of the 6.
You got 4 out of the 6, then put it on, and then that's a skill build.
Right.
Oh, this is a fucking involvement. I'm not even here to fucking.
How do you actually even look at your fucking skills or change them?
You go to inventory, and you go down to the bottom. They're right here at the bottom. You just click on them, and then that's everything.
Inventory, like, what, underneath your drone and your
Yes.
your hybrid? Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, that's where they're at.
Okay, control point area levels. Oh Jesus.
You don't need to read that. Just go.
Name item. Am I gonna boss loot drop? Wait! Get out! It went up to from 30 to 40! Come on, I need help. Hurry up.
Join in on Chick's party, Gibby.
Right, sweet.
It said 30 and then it said 40.
Yeah.
What happened? Did it hurt? Who is it?
It was Coco.
Oh. Boss drop, boss drop, boss drop, boss drop.
And then you have to do this all over again.
Wait, what? Whoa, why? What do you mean all over again?
To get the 5.
Agent, Pilot Torres is cleared for transpo to Kenley College.
Oh, I mean, I don't need to do this.
We need to retrieve the antivirals before Black Tusk can move him somewhere safer. Head down into the sinkhole.
Are y'all both coming?
Yeah, he's coming. Hit square. Hit X. Alright. Back out. And run with it.
Locate the maintenance pump room. We rigged explosives there that should get you inside the perimeter once you detonate them.
Another agent is now group leader.
Look, it's weapon crates.
Okay, now find the detonator. The explosion should cause a cave-in that'll put you just inside the wall of the base.
No, it's on. You're doing it on story mode, so.
Oh, that's right. The 40's not
Yeah, it's not terribly hard. Stay out of the way of the turret. Right there. There's somebody right next to you. Drop.
Encrypted signal source detected.
That sounds promising. Could be a way to intercept Black Tusk comms.
Wait. Oh, they already saw you. Wow. We gotta take out the health guy. They have the with the cross, yeah, with the cross on them. Are you joining in on us, Scooby?
On this?
Yeah.
Where are you?
We're at Tidal Basin right now.
Is that not the expansion?
No. She doesn't have the expansion.
For a terminal that you can patch Isaac into.
Enemy transmission intercepted.
Hold on, don't go
Wyvern,
yet. I got
prep the
one more
helos.
check for you.
We need to get these antivirals out of here. The division is inside the compound.
You need to make sure none of those birds get airborne.
Yeah, I remember. Yes, I know. That's what I just shot.
Oh, wow.
You got
Wait, it doesn't let me. And for a check, you might need to send me an invite.
Where is it?
Sent you an invite.
Yeah, I've got it. Go ahead.
Oh, did you already do this?
The containers are ready for pickup. What's the status on those helos?
Gonna be a few more minutes. We're working on it.
Shit, copy that.